The San Diego Comic-Con Thunderbolts box set, Marvel Legends. And the first thing to notice is this box set is huge. Stacked like a tower. And it says in the back, Marvel's Thunderbolts. When you open it up, will this crew of corrected criminals prove themselves hardened heroes or vile villains? Only time will tell. And you see the characters, Marvel Legends. You know what's missing? It does not say their names. It doesn't tell you who they are at all. So if you're not familiar with it, I mean even the bottom of the box set here, it doesn't tell you who these characters are. And look at that odd shape, that oval type of thing that they used. It's an oddly designed packaging. So basically they assume you know who all these characters are, even if you don't. That's just odd, and that they would make it like this. It seems like an excessive use of packaging material. This is the Marvel Legends Thunderbolt 5-pack. It was a set for the San Diego Comic-Con, an exclusive. And here's something to note. The one in the front here, Moonstone, she's going to have a solo card release on the Marvel Legends line, but the paint's probably going to be a little different. Crossbones over here, besides the new weapon, he was part of the Ares Build-A-Figure wave, but that one was really tough to get, and this is sort of an upgrade, I think a better version. So for fans who missed the character, then they could get it here. You got Moonstone, you got a modern Luke Cage in his current look. I think that one is called Ghost. And the one in the back, that's Judith Chambers originally, but they didn't put that in the package. The name is Satana, but of course they wouldn't want to mention that. So I'll just call it the human name of Judith Chambers. Let's get into the review. Gonna review will be this one. This I think it's a Ghost. Could be wrong in the name here, but just check it out. It's a clear character with some colored parts. It looks really cool. It might be tough to see, but painted on the shoulder here is the Thunderbolts symbol, and right here, that's also on the other shoulder, painted on. The Thunderbolts symbol. You could see the headgear. It just looks kind of really cool, the design. I like this helmet look better than the other one. I'm going to put that on and switch it. This is the other helmet. Has a shoulder pads type of harness thing going on. Since it is a clear-cut look to it, it's really hard to get any sculpt detail and something that will really stand out in a video here. Just take a look at the articulation. The head up and down are really good, side to side. Got a shoulder articulation of in or out, up or down. You got the right there, the upper articulation there. You have a double elbow articulation right here, right below the glove area there. You can spin that. But here's something kind of new. Even though you could spin the articulation here, there's no articulation by the wrist here or by the hand. So that's kind of limited. Upper articulation here, a good range of motion, and side to side. The hips are ball jointed, side to side, up and down, upper articulation point there, double knees. No articulation here, but the feet, not only do they go up and down, they do have the side to side. So the articulation overall in this figure, a little different, but it still works well. But overall, I just do like this helmet look better in design. And that's the one I'm going to use for display. Next two figures to review are Moonstone and this Judith Chambers figure. They both use the same female body mold. Looks like a new mold by Hasbro. one they're going to use a lot. It's a basic sculpt, and since they're both using it, all they have a difference is that change the head and change the hands. But it is the same mold. And I'll review this one first. This Moonstone is a popular character in recent years in comic books. She's been in the Thunderbolts, in the Dark Avengers, in a whole bunch of stuff. And the costume is white, and it's kind of weird that this area is gold. And why would a woman like that just paint this area of the section gold, where it'd be, you'd think she would rather be showing skin. Just from like a perspective, it just looks kind of weird like that in terms of the design of the look. And then look, she has the Thunderbolts right in the lower back like a tattoo for the symbol. Just really weird design choices for costume look. Because the hair here, it goes down over here. And when you see that type of hair, it always restrains the articulation. But here, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not a full range of motion, but overall, not so bad. The up and down could be a little better, but you could see the eyes are blue and the mask is painted on. So take a look here, the shoulders, side to side, up and down, upper articulation here. Has one articulation point at the elbow. The wrist you can't spin, and they go in or out. And oddly, she has both fists, which must be kind of rare for a female figure. Upper body articulation, and side to side. Nothing at the waist. Side hips, side to side, up and down. Articulation here. Double knees. And the feet up and down, side to side. Good range of motion on the articulation. It is a nice plain basic body mold that I can see definitely Hasbro reusing a lot for future figures. And speaking of reuse, this one, Judith Chambers. Hopefully it's going to show up, but the costume's all in black. And yeah, she is showing right here in the front. Right by the cape clasp is the Thunderbolt symbol. Be tough to see. Hopefully that'll show up. The eyes are red. The hair is black. You can see the inner cape of red and the high collar. Long type of cape, and check that out. The way it's designed. And look at the hands in some like devilish or some type of evil pose for the hands. And if you look at that, the detailing, they painted a belly button. How rare is that for a figure? The hair goes down to here, the shoulders. The head turns side to side. Up or down, not too much. Same range of motion. Side to side, up and down. Upper articulation here. One point articulation at the elbows, and you can't spin it. The wrist, in or out, and you can't spin it over there. And the hand poses, as mentioned, it is unique for the figure. Upper body, and side to side. Nothing at the waist. Side hips, up and down. Articulation here. Double knee articulation. The feet, up and down, and side to side. Definitely, if there's a presence of evil, it's this character. And really, would they want someone this evil on the team that you could trust? This is Luke Cage in his more modern costume. You can see the Thunderbolt symbol on the sides here. Yellow shirt. And he has these big wrist gauntlets painted with dots here. That looks pretty cool. The gloved hands are painted here. Belt buckle here with like a light blue color. Same thing here. Some like detailings. A little different from his classic costume. More modern take on it. Look at that. 2 holes in the back, but there's no purpose. Probably because it's made for another figure or the mold that they will use for. In fact, when you look at the holes here, and as I'm making this video, looks like it might be a hollow upper body, which I don't know, maybe saving on plastic, designing it like that. Let's look at the detailing. A serious look on him. You can see the symbols, parts I was mentioning. And the lower half is very basic design. Articulation, side to side, up and down, not so bad. Ball jointed, side to side, up and down. Upper articulation here. 1 point of articulation at the elbow, not 2. And the gauntlet thing gets in the way of the articulation. You can't spin the wrists in or out, side to side. Also, both fists for the character. Upper body, pretty good range. And side to side motion. It is a belt that can be moved and it can cover the articulation. This articulation point is side to side, up and down. It's not the ball jointed ones, it's a little different. The style Hasbro has been using. Upper articulation here. It has double knees. Has articulation right here, the boot top. The feet can go up or down and side to side. If you look at that. Definitely cool to see a modern update for the character, so you could put this one on Thunderbolts or even a new Avengers display. And the last figure to review in the set is Crossbones. And look at this huge weapon, it's ridiculous. It's not even something I'm going to display with the character, to be honest. And unfortunately that's his only weapon, because this knife, it's just to show. Even on the Ares version, I thought the weapons were bad because they were like these gray guns and they didn't fit the character. And even this one, you know, it's like, again, more bad weapons. It's funny that this, check it out, this looks like a gun more built for Cable, the character. And it says right here, it says danger, ammo feed. But there was something cool about this feature in that you wind it up here, and you can't even really tell it's a crank there when you press that crank in this button. That's right. And it has a chamber of ammo, but it does not come out the other end here. So just better leave it like that. And let's just try that one more time. It's kind of fun. And other than this weapon, it's just freaking huge. He has no other weapon. So even though it looks cool, just look at that mask. One thing I like over the Ares one, the character's called Crossbones, and he didn't have this painted symbol on the other version. And here, if you know, it just fits the name that if you're going to call the character Crossbones, that he should have the symbol there. And so he also has the Thunderbolts symbol right there painted on. So maybe if you want a classic evil version, do you really want the Thunderbolt symbol on it? Or it really doesn't matter, right? This guy's not exactly a hero. This part is painted white. I think the other one was black or skin toned. But here you can see like white paint there. And then the gloves are black. You can see the vest. It's painted brown here. This uses the Hulkling Young Avengers base body mold, for those wondering. Just changed the head and the vest here. And these straps as well, added, by painting it brown, added a little more color for the look. I think the other one was all black in terms of the color. Or if it even had straps, I don't know. But so they put it here. And let's just check out the articulation. Up and down is a pretty good range of motion. And side to side. Shoulders are ball jointed, side to side. Up and down. Up articulation here. 1 point of articulation at the elbow. The wrist, you can spin it right there. But there is no in or out articulation. The hand is built to hold weapons with an open grip. Under the vest does have some articulation. You can go side to side and up and down a bit. Ball jointed, side to side, up and down, upper articulation here, double knees. Articulation here is up and down and at the toes, and just a little side to side over there. I think overall it is better than the Ares one, just because of that having the symbol just makes it stand out and look better. Well, I don't know about really carrying around this huge weapon here. Overall, this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set of a 5-pack of the Thunderbolts team is really well made. Even though these characters are not super popular overall in terms of name recognition with the mainstream public, it is a surprise that they actually did make this team and that the quality is really pretty good. Even though the 2 females use the same base body mold, it is one that is really well made. And then you got a clear character, which is always interesting to add to a collection, and that's cool. Crossbones, I think, is an improvement from the solo release. And it is nice to get a modern Luke Cage. And it's pretty cool that all 5 of the characters have the Thunderbolts logo symbol on their costume somewhere. Quite an expensive set, because at close to 100 retail, it's about $20 a figure. And if you're going to look for it probably on eBay or Amazon, it's going to be quite a bit more. I'm not sure about the other characters, if they will get a solo figure release like the modern Luke Cage or this Crossbones, because the one from the Ares one was very tough to get, and who knows what Hasbro plans. But if you're a Marvel Legends fan or collecting the scale, it is recommended. If you want to just get 1 figure in the set or 2, people will sell it loose on eBay, so you might want to look for that. And that's the review. Comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. With the exception of Luke Cage, I'm not sure any of these other characters could be called close to heroes, much less trustworthy, which probably fits this